just want to go on the record. Oh, never mind.
All your favorite wrestling shows rolled into one. Welcome to the We Book It podcast. Let's start the show.
Oh man, it is Sunday night. It must be your Sunday night stunner. I am your host, Virgil, herein with the best damn We Book It crew out there, guys. Listen, we are the best wrestling podcast out here in the whole stratosphere, and I appreciate each and every last one of you, and of course you that tune into our stuff. Now, to introduce my co-hosts for tonight, y'all. Listen, I got a who's who panel here of co-hosts. We got some great topics to talk to you about. First and foremost, guys, coming back from the dead, raising up like the Undertaker, he is the host of the SmackDown Lowdown, Hold Down, Throw Down, Mow Down, Toe Down, No Down, Whoa Down, Spin It Up and Down, Bring It Around, Smack It All Down. He is the two-time Booker of the Year, and he is a fantasy football champion, sporting 2 belts. Free call him Mr. 2 Belts. That's right. We got Fritos.
Let me get this ring rust off of me. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my singles and tag team competitors. Oh, God, that felt so good. If you didn't catch that one random night that Virgil was covering me, let me run it back like Jey Uso. Give you a recap why I was gone. Your boy got married.
Hey.
That's a bling. Then your boy sold his house, got rid of his fantastic game room. You may be wondering, why? Why would you do that? Well, your boy is about to become a daddy. He is out hunting for houses. I am out there every day, harassing people. Leave. Please leave. Give me your house. I like that basement. Nothing's working out about it. Don't worry, I am back for good. And guess what? I may be a 2-time champion here, but I'm coming for a 3rd championship. I am taking back my Book It championship, baby.
All right. Good to have you back, Fritos, and with the spunk and everything. All right. Next up, we have the workhorse, guys. Listen, let me tell you something. The workhorse of the We Book It podcast, family network. This man here does it all. He is the host of the Raw Dog Monday Night. He is also a former Book It champion, two-time himself. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need to know anything about baseball, this is the gentleman that you go and talk to. He can help you out. Also softball too. He also is and hockey. And on top of that, what many of you may not know, he is also a certified lover boy in a great relationship himself. Like I said, I am super happy for my man. Hopefully, I will be at his wedding here soon before long. Also, guys, the man, the myth, the legend, Coachman.
Man, I don't even know how to respond to that after that wonderful intro there, Virgil. Wow, man. That's high praise, as Nicolas Cage once says. No, I appreciate it. It's great to be back. I'm feeling healthy again. No influenza A holding me down. I'm ready to roll.
There you go.
No hockey players laying on top of you either?
No hockey players laying on top of me either.
That was such a bullshit goal last night. For those who don't know,
we're at a game.
We were at the Junior Blues game, me and Coach, and let's just say those refs were definitely paid by the Alaskan fan base.
Yeah, those Blues were terrible.
Oh, speaking of refs, we also here on the We Book It podcast have our own resident referee. He is the most hated referee. He is also the most hated referee in all of IHSA. He gets yelled at all the time, and he never flinches an eye. If you need him to ref your basketball game, if you need him to ref your football game, he is there for you. He also is the collector of belts here on the podcast. He has multiple championships. Y'all, he is a lover of all things green, including the weed. And of course, he is my brother from another mother. He will send you to make you go one-on-one with the Undertaker if you piss him off. He is the forgotten Teddy Long.
Welcome to the graveyard.
I had to get some effects.
Oh my gosh. That's
That was
awesome.
golden.
That's perfect.
That is awesome.
Gentlemen, good night to all of you. Hope you guys are all having a good time, a good night, a good weekend. I myself am getting over what was the worst sinus headaches I think I've had in a very long time, but your boy is here, ready to work, ready to talk some wrestling with the best damn crew out there. So we're going to do this, y'all. First topic of the night. Guys, listen, we got to go back to SmackDown. We got to talk about the freshness on the first 3-hour edition of SmackDown on 2026. And guys, it delivered in fresh ways that we have not seen from SmackDown in a long time. SmackDown has been sorely lacking. Raw has had its moments. Teddy Long, on Teddy Long's first episode, kudos to him, on his very first episode on the We Book It podcast, one of the first things he said is they are reverting back to how they used to do SmackDown and Raw. SmackDown is going to be where you make the stars. Raw is going to be where the more established stars are at. And it looks like they are going back to that Paul Heyman form of doing things with calling guys up from NXT to come to SmackDown. And then the Raw having more of the established stars, your Seth Rollins, your CM Punks, your Roman Reigns over there. But who are you guys most excited about being on the Blue brand? And who do you guys think should be on Raw? I'm going to take it over to Fritos first and foremost.
First things first, I would like to say I told you, Virgil. I believe a few episodes, many, many moons ago, you were all excited that SmackDown was going down to 2 hours. That's less wrestling. I get to spend time with my family. I get to go choose some chores, yada, yada. Well, guess what? I told you that 3 hours was good. It may have dragged. It may have, sucked at sometimes us wrestling fans watching what? 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 24 hours worth of wrestling within a week. It sucks. But guess what? I'm committed to it. And this past Friday night, it showed why it needs to be 3 hours. You're able to get more TV exposure. You're able to expand on stuff where you're not worried about the clock and, all right, we got to make sure this match is going 10 minutes. This promo's only going 5, all of that. So I'd just like the first thing say, I told you. Sorry about that. But who I'm looking forward to is the one I hate to spoil the segment because it's important. Is Matt Cardona. The fact that he has come back, it's exciting. He finally fulfilled his prophecy of returning. Let's see, who would I want to switch over to Raw? Give me Alistair. He's done some pretty decent stuff. I think the feud with Priest has gone way too long, even though the match was fantastic, the ambulance match. But I think it's time for him to be up there with the big dogs on Raw.
Okay. What about you, Coachman?
I think the person I'm more excited about is, and he made his debut on Friday, is Trick Williams.
Trick Willie!
I mean, he came out, that crowd popped like crazy. And, people always questioned, like, why wasn't he brought up a couple of years ago after his feud with Carmelo because of how over he was down in NXT? I think that only kind of generated more anticipation for him. Obviously, he needed some work with his in-ring abilities. I think that was the main issue. But now, especially after that TNA championship run, I think it showed that he has done all that WWE has asked for, and now he's getting ready for that big jump, and I'm excited for it. He came in, he looked like a World Heavyweight Championship, a champion coming in with his, as he says, and I quote, lemon pepper steppers. And I've always loved Trick Williams, so just the fact that he's finally on the main roster and it looks like they actually have a path for him, I'm excited for that.
I agree. Teddy Long, who you got?
Well, you already know what it is. It's Mr. Trick Willie, Mr. Two-Time, Mr. Trick and A himself, Trick Williams. Of course, we love to see Matt Cardona because it's a callback because of what we grew up in wrestling and watching the Long Island IC. That was great. But Trick Williams coming up now when he did is perfect. And truthfully, it's great that he's on the Blue brand versus Javon. And I honestly feel like Javon is going to be on Raw because he really can honestly keep up with the big dogs on Raw, because we've seen them with Randy Orton, we've seen them with Gunther, we've seen them with just about any and everybody you throw him in the ring with. He gonna give you that action. But I'm excited to see what Trick Williams can do. I'm really excited because Trick Mellow Gang is back on the same brand, so we hopefully I can see we get them as a tag team or do something together. But to refute Fritos, to be honest with you, Alistair going to Raw ain't gonna make sense because his wife is on SmackDown.
Send her to.
To be honest with you, Alistair would be perfect for the up and coming NXT stars that'll be coming there versus him battling with the other people. Because let's be real, we're not seeing a world title on Alistair Black. We don't see that.
Yeah.
So at least not right now. He'll be the perfect workhorse like Miz was for a long time.
I mean, everyone in backstage right now is praising him. So I mean, who knows? People getting injured right around the corner, they could change WrestleMania. Maybe I'm not gonna say he's gonna be the main event for a world title. You never know, SummerSlam.
He got a
backlash after WrestleMania.
Mid card. He still hasn't fought for the Intercontinental or US title. And that's more where I would see him at, because you can have more storyline with him and Zelina as a mid card champion versus trying to do something in the main title. Because you gonna send Aleister Black to go do promo and sell tickets? Is that who you gonna send out there? He good.
I mean, the goth industry is pretty hot right now. I think we can.
Oh wait, in the words of I forgot his government name, but he played on The Wire.
R.I.P.
That's funny. I think for me, y'all, I'm super excited for two people. One, I'm excited for Jordan Grace because I really think that she didn't get a fair shake at NXT. I would have loved to see her fight for the NXT Women's Championship. It does look like she's going to be coming after that Women's United States Championship on SmackDown, which I think she'll be great at. And I think that she's a great wrestler and she puts on great matches. She's small in stature, but up against other women, she has a big build. Now, can she beat Jade? I don't know. Can she beat Tiffany? I don't know. They may do that. They may not do that. But
if you let her work her magic, how she can really do how she was at TNA when her and Naomi was going at it. Right. Yes, she can beat Jade. Yes, she can beat. She could beat Stephanie. She could beat all these other people if they just give her a fair shake. Because I just hope they don't do her how they did Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, put her into a corner of she can only go so far. And marginalize her. Like I said, she has to stick to the power stuff because she is more than that. She's actually a really good wrestler. And her husband being Jonathan Gresham, he's an amazing wrestler.
And and he's athletic as hell.
Athletic as hell. Like
it's crazy how they both the same height and built the same.
Exactly. They built exactly the same. It's crazy.
I looked at that the other day. I said, I ain't never seen a husband and wife built the same.
Exactly the same. So I'm excited for her. And then obviously I'm excited for different reasons for this gentleman. I'm excited for he has not officially shown up on SmackDown yet, but after his showing at Saturday night's main event, they have started showing vignettes for him. I'm talking about Obafemi. And I'm excited for Obafemi to come to SmackDown. Because he needs to get the Brock Lesnar push. Don't even get that man. If you think about giving that man no type of Intercontinental or United States championships, you take him right to the main event. Three people I can name in WWE history that if I'm thinking Hulk Hogan too, 4 people I could think of in WWE history that went straight for world titles as soon as they came up. Hulk Hogan, Undertaker, Yokozuna, and Brock Lesnar. Though, like I said, those 4 individuals.
What about Kevin?
And Nash?
Owens. When he
went for the United States.
He went for the US.
But okay, it wasn't a world title, but what they did with what he did going with John Cena and him taking the strap out the way he did kind of gave you that esque of that's a push because he's always been main event status now.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah, I mean, He is, but I'm talking guys that come in and immediately get that world championship. Like I said, like Undertaker came in and beat Hulk Hogan, pinned Hulk Hogan, in 1993 for the WWF championship. Brock Lesnar came in, won the King of the Ring, and beat The Rock for the WWF championship. Yokozuna never went after an Intercontinental championship. He was always WWF title, beating Hulk Hogan, beating Bret Hart, beating guys like that, beating Lex Luger, guys like that for the WWF championship, and of course we know they put the strap on Hogan and on his back. So I think Obafemi in that line, we have not seen a dominant black champion like that in WWF, his WWF, WWE history ever. So I would love for him to be the first to be that guy that could get that type of shot and push. Bobby was dominant, but Bobby was held down for a long while, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So,
is he going to keep his entrance? Is Oba going to keep his entrance since
he
you know how much you love it?
They're not doing how they did Keith fucking Lee. I'll tell you that much.
How you gonna be off camera yelling like that?
Cause I can. God damn it.
He's out of line, but he's got a point.
He's out of focus, but he's got a point.
Listen, what they did to Keith Lee was disrespectful and diabolical. Okay, that man.
Oh wait, now wait, hold the first black.
Huh?
What did they do to Keith Lee that was bogus?
Bearcat Lee.
Oh,
changed his music. Should I keep going? How long do we see Keith Lee on Raw? How long do we see Keith Lee on Raw after he came up? Did he make it a year?
Enough.
Did he even make it a year?
No.
Okay. You want to keep going?
I forgot about the Bearcat Lee stuff. I forgot about
no, keep going. Keep going. I want to see the chaos.
The worst gimmick for that man. That was terrible.
I don't know if that was a Pritchard or if that was a writer in the back or if that was a Vince idea, and then they wanted to put Adam Cole as his his manager.
That was John Laurinaitis.
Good God, that was bad. That was really bad. Thank God those days. Woo. Listen, the worst thing that ever happened to WWE was when Triple H almost died because they went down to NXT and changed everything. That was horrible. I'm like, good God, like, this is awful.
Man, Vince was just fucking with everything. When
everything.
He said, "Oh, you're gone? Let me go dibble and dabble down here, fucking shit up."
Man,
because if I'm not mistaken, when Vince started dibbling and dabbling with shit, that's when it changed from the gold brand to the colorful brand, right?
Correct.
Typical Vince McMahon shit. Always want to colorify some shit. Chuck and Billy.
Oh, you look
so good to me. Oh my God. Eminem. I can keep going. Keep going on the shit list that Vince fucked up, bro. Bringing color and stuff.
I don't care what nobody say. Eminem's entrance with Melina when she put both
Melina's entrance was the shit. It fucked them. It was Melina. It was always had.
But she did it with the both of them.
She did it by herself too.
Right, that's fair.
She did it by herself. That bottom rope in that apron was sacred ground. Okay,
sacred ground. And we're about to go to one of our most sacredest segments that we have on the show. Who to watch for in wrestling, featuring Coach.
All right, so who to watch for this week in wrestling? Obviously, we got some big shows happening in the WWE. The 1-year anniversary of Monday Night Raw on Netflix is tomorrow night. Have a lot of great matchups there. You also have a big SmackDown happening in Berlin, Germany on Friday. But what is not getting talked about enough is NXT's New Year's Evil that is happening this Tuesday on the CW. And there is 2 people that I'm watching for, both in championship matches. For one, on the female side, I'm talking about Kendall Gray, the Evolve champion, going up for the NXT Women's Championship against JC Jane. I think Kendall Gray has definitely impressed a lot of people in backstage. I expect a very good match here. I would not be surprised if we see Kendall Gray setting the pace for most of this match to kind of show how much she has progressed in her career so far, and that maybe that this could be another push coming for her on the NXT roster. The next man is going up against the ruler, Obafemi, and that is one Leon Slater. This guy is pretty much already with WWE. He's just not official yet. He's still with TNA. He's still the X Division champion, but he has already had to cancel some independent showings because WWE is calling him and asking him to be a part of the roster of these matches. And that is high praise for a guy that not a lot of people knew about until he teamed up with Javon Evans. And now that's all people talk about is Javon Evans and Leon Slater and how great these young guys are moving up in the ranks so quickly in the world of wrestling. So Tuesday night, New Year's Evil on the CW. Make sure you check it out. Kendall Gray and Leon Slater both going for the NXT championships in their respective division. And that's who to watch for this week in wrestling.
Thank you, Coachman, for that who to watch for in wrestling. Appreciate that. And as Coachman said, it is a big week in wrestling this week. And it's a big week here on the podcast, too. So the thought process is, and I just want to put this out there, is that we might do some watch-alongs for these shows. Monday Night Raw, there have been hints and teases of return. SmackDown has a big WWE Championship match that could absolutely change or at least set the course for WrestleMania. We're excited for that as well. So there's a lot going on. So make sure you guys tune in over here on the We Book It Network. I think we might do some watch-alongs. I might convince Coach to watch maybe Monday Night Raw with me. I might convince Fritos maybe to hop on Friday night and watch 3 hours of SmackDown with me, especially a 3 Stages of Hell match. So we'll see what happens. Popcorn. Oh, God.
You want to ask Teddy Long if he want to watch anything?
Yeah. That's kind of rude.
I forgot that there was. I could have sworn there was 4 boxes here, Virgil.
You are invited.
My name says what it says because of him right here.
Move your hand down over a little bit when you do that. Point it this way, down that way. You're down there. Over just a little bit. No, other way.
No,
other way.
Warmer.
Colder.
Freezing cold. Chicago Bear cold.
Ice cold.
Oh, there we go. Now you're hot. There you go.
You're on
my
fire.
screen is over here. On my screen, it's right here.
Because I flipped them. Now, with that being said, you are invited, Teddy Long. Anytime there is anything going on in the We Book It stratosphere of podcasting, you, sir, are invited. You are a part of the family now. Do you want your own show? Do you want to take over TNA too for Thursday nights? Because they are on AMC.
I'm in ref season right now.
Here we go.
There we go. I got game Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
Violins for you, sir. Did you hear?
Hey, somebody
just out of tune, but
because my petty meter is ridiculous, and I just want you to know we're gonna run this back like Jey Uso. When you have your moment, and I'm gonna pull out the world's smallest violin, my boy. You know that. I don't forget. Unlike you, I don't forget.
Speaking of,
this is war.
Speaking of not forgetting, a lot of us could not forget when Zack Ryder showed up on SmackDown a month ago on the Last Time Is Now tournament, and how crazy that crowd went for him. We were all told it was a one-off. He was not showing back up, and I guess in essence that was true. It was a one-off for Zack Ryder. But this past Thursday night, Matt Cardona showed up and faced Kit Wilson in a match on SmackDown. and he has officially returned and is a part of WWE once again on the same show as his wife, Chelsea Green, who unfortunately lost her United States Championship on that show.
Boo.
However, the couple are together again. Matt Cardona is back in the WWE. Congratulations to him, and he gets it his way this time. He's not in as a gimmick. He's not in as Zack Ryder. He's in there as Matt Cardona, his superstar, his song, his theme music. Kudos to him. Celebrate him for that. What do you guys' thoughts on Matt, first and foremost, being a part of the SmackDown team?
Love every second of it. Oh, go ahead, Teddy. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine, Fritos. I just thought it was Matt Cardona.
It is Matt Cardona. Don't you? I can't help it. I say the I. Shut up. Fritos, go ahead.
I love every second of it. I mean, we're back in the business here of bringing back former stars. We've got the rumor of the half-baked, uncooked Turkey Man coming back this Monday night.
Such a hater.
Why do you hate him so bad? He did nothing to you.
I love Jericho. It's just how he looks. Just the learning tree really pissed me the fuck off.
The learning tree did it for you. That was the one.
That's what happens. Hey, that's what happens when AEW's running your gimmick. Okay, that's what happens when you let Tony Khan run your gimmick.
Fair. But we're back in the business of bringing back stars. I hope they do the same thing act like they did with Chelsea. I hope they throw every belt at him and kind of continue that reign of terror he had in the Indies where he was just collecting belts. And you know what? I want them to make the Speed title. Damn it, Claude's not here, so it's not the same. But I want them to bring the Speed title and make it an official one so we could get those kid belts out. Oh, I need that belt. I need that belt right around my waist. Look how beautiful that Go-Go Power Ranger belt is, ladies and gentlemen. I need that.
It's morphin' time.
Yeah, I'm excited to see who else he feuds. I mean, he's probably going to run back with Cody because I mean, Cody's talked about him a lot in his podcast of how much of a bully he is and how much they kind of bicker and back each other as friends. So they got chemistry. I can't wait to see something along those lines that they do a storyline. But I really want him just go on a reign and get every belt and continue that character he's got going on.
Okay, what do you think, Coach?
Yeah, I think it's an exciting thing. It's one of those you never know what's going to happen kind of situations, especially knowing that the only reason he would come back to WWE is if he was under his own brand. And I think it was interesting how they did it this past Friday, obviously coming out with the Zack Ryder theme song and then just cutting it away and then showing that it's Matt Cardona instead of Zack Ryder. So it was a very intriguing way to do that. And especially how on commentary, Corey Graves and Michael Cole were kind of going back and forth. Like, so is he not Zack Ryder anymore? Is he Matt Cardona? And one thing I think that this opens the door for is, I don't think it's going to happen this year, but maybe down the line in future Royal Rumbles, we could get like a 3 faces of Mick Foley kind of deal with Matt Cardona now. I think it would be hilarious for that to happen. But in general, I think this is a really fun story that a lot of people are going to be like, oh, he's a sellout from the Indies and he sold out for the WWE instead of the Indies. Like, come on, man. He worked his butt off to get back there. Chelsea Green did the exact same thing. A lot of these guys went to the Indies and worked hard to try and get back to WWE. Drew McIntyre is another example of that. In the late 2000s or early mid-teens or before he came back to WWE, he was working the Indies a lot. Like, it's not a sellout. It's fulfilling your dream. And I think that's what Cardona did here, and he did it his way. And I think that's the big one.
Yeah, I think for me, just before I get to you, Teddy, the thing for me with Matt and with Chelsea and with people like that, they're showing this avenue under the Vince McMahon regime was not available. If you came back as what he had you as in WWE, unless you're Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall are the only two I could think of in the Vince McMahon era that were allowed to come back as what they were in a different company, not what he created them to be. He couldn't bring them back as Diesel and as Razor Ramon. He had to bring them back as the NWO, which is fine. But like I said, so Matt, Cody, Chelsea, people like this are showing there's a different avenue, a different way to do things in WWE now. And Triple H is open to doing business. So I love it. I love it personally. Go ahead, Teddy Long, man. Who you think?
What was the question again?
Good God. What are your thoughts on Matt Cardona showing up on SmackDown as Matt Cardona?
To be honest, I was like, it's a new chapter. It's a beautiful thing because even though the IWC calls Triple H the worst booker, failed to realize he still secured the best contract with AAA and fucking TNA in the same year. Like, and by him doing that, we got Nick Nemeth, not Dolph Ziggler, or we got Matt Cardona or Zack Ryder, but it's the fact that they don't like his policies and politics and how he does stuff, but like his locker, the people in the locker room love it, and to see how happy to see how happy Matt Cardona was to be back, and to see him with his wife now, it's like I think I seen something online where there was like now we can really have a mixed gender tag team division because now you can have Montez and Bianca, you can have you can have Miles Bourne and Stephanie, you can have Naomi and Jimmy. You can have Jay and Jada. No, I'm just playing.
I mean, you're not wrong.
With him bringing these people back, and to see that, and the beauty with Matt Cardona is that he wasn't a wrestler that did a lot of in and out with WWE. So like the fact that when he left, he was gone, and then he became the indie king, and then he became all these other things, and then when Triple H allowed people to start breaking the fourth wall. Then it's like you can speak on the things that they did differently, or you see them start bringing up people's names that they didn't talk about for a long time. Like they still call Daniel Bryan, even though he's Bryan Danielson in AEW or other things. So Matt Cardona coming back is good. I like it.
Me too. Now, on the flip side of things, Tommaso Ciampa, it was announced earlier this week, will not be looking to renew his WWE contract once it is over. The same was not said, coincidentally, for Johnny Gargano or his wife, Candice LeRae, who actually probably will end up remaining in WWE. This suggests not only a split for Ciampa from WWE, but also a split from somebody he's looked up to as a mentor and loved in Paul Triple H Levesque. Ciampa just looking for something different. I think he wants to do a solo deal somewhere else. He could very well show up in AEW. He also could very well show up in ROH. He also could show up in, as Fritos said, House of Glory Wrestling, who will be in Chicago next month, actually, which is crazy because they actually put on some really good wrestling out there, House of Glory. So shout out to Solid Monster, the general manager of House of Glory Wrestling. And then, of course, he could also end up, and this is my pick, TNA. What do you guys' thoughts on Tommaso Ciampa? And could you see more superstars like him kind of with this new influx of talent coming in? Could you see some people that have been there for a while, maybe flushing out and maybe wanting to go somewhere else when their contracts are over with to just try to work and recreate their craft, recreate their image? What are your thoughts, Fritos?
It's a sad day. Triple H is leaving, ladies and gentlemen. It is a sad day. Sorry, had to get the R-Truth joke out there. But yeah, I mean, since coming up to the main roster, doing that, he's been stuck in kind of no man's land with DIY. So, I mean, Hill got some heat under that. He's just kind of really in no man's land. I think it's time for him to go on his own. Like I said, I think Hog, that's how I like to pronounce it, would be the best, one of the better brands. I don't see him going AEW. I mean, TNA might be the better option, especially since we've still got that partnership going on to what you said, 2028 now, right, Coach?
Mm-hmm. Yes, 2028
so with
now.
That he's still got his foot in the door if he wants to come back in WWE. And plus, like we've talked about all these other superstars, he may run in the indies and just rebrand himself, just to get some fresh air, get, new creative ideas in there and show that he is deserving to be that top guy. We saw it in NXT, but I just think with the influx of superstars and freak athletes that we've gotten and a bunch of returns, he's just kind of in no man's land. So I say it sucks to see him go, especially know the type of talent he is, but it could be something refreshing for his career, essentially.
Yeah, I agree with you. It stinks because of what we know, what he was capable of, especially after his heel run in NXT, and him and Gargano putting on absolute masterclasses of wrestling, not only in the ring but storytelling as well. I really think that there's some injury issues with him, and I think that could also be it. Maybe he just wants to kind of get healthy before he kind of comes back. I do see him coming back, but it might be a year or two for him to get healthy and maybe run the indies for a little bit. It is going to suck, but I think this opens up a huge door for Johnny Gargano to get his singles run, and that a lot of people have been wanting for a while now. And he did a good job with Carmelo Hayes on Friday night, and it sounds like they're probably going to run it back.
Yeah.
From judging from Melo's Instagram post and Gargano's response. So I think this might be a nice little rivalry. One, to solidify Gargano as a singles competitor, but also a good first opponent for Melo in his U.S. title run.
What are your thoughts, Teddy Long?
To be honest with you, I was gonna say that it's probably because of his health, with him having that fusion surgery that he had, and he was already out for a quite a long time. And truthfully, him not renewing his contract could mean that he just wants to take time away, just in general, and just spend time with his family and do that stuff. Even though we know he loves wrestling, like Tommaso's 40 something.
Yeah,
He's over 40. I know that much, and it's one of those things that you don't want to be walking around like these old guys needing DDP yoga. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but like, you don't want that. And like, when you've had those type of surgeries and stuff like that, it's like you got to look at, what are you really going to do? Are you really going to try and do this for the rest of your life and walk around looking like Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner? Or are you going to sit down and enjoy your life, or that you can sit and move and do how you want to? So and if he was to go somewhere, I can honestly see himself rebranding himself still as the Black Heart in TNA, and getting Goldie back, just because their title is pure gold. So that could be his gimmick again, going back for Goldie, or going to House of Glory. Or I don't see AEW, only because like it's so. To be honest with you, a lot of his moves are already recycled in that brand already, and for him to go there, it's like, what next? Because you don't want him to end up like Adam Cole in AEW, just because they're willing to do the shit that not a lot of other places are. And it's like, don't get me wrong, AEW does some death-defying things at times, but like, I'm scared one day I'm gonna look up and Darby Allin gonna be broken half because he wants to do a coffin drop from the fucking outside of the arena to the ground or some shit. Like, it's just recklessness over there. So I don't know if he would be up for all of that, but he's had a good run in WWE. Multi-time, was it 2-time tag champion? 2-time tag champion. He didn't get a singles title, but I mean, shit, when he got called up initially, it was under Vince McMahon's helm, and he was fucking under the Miz the whole time, and until he got hurt. And when he got hurt, then he came back and had his feud with the Miz, but it just wasn't the same.
Mm-hmm.
And then, truthfully, after he cut his chin on the fucking ladder and cut his beard, he lost his aura.
Yeah. So that was like his superpower was the whole beard thing, wasn't it?
That was he was Samson with the beard, man. Like he was untouchable with that motherfucking beard. But when he cut the beard, it's a F.
He had a different aura with the beard. Who are some other superstars, guys, that you think you might want to see not renew their contract with WWE and go try a shot?
Can I go first?
Yes.
Otis, Tozawa.
Whoa! You take that back about Otis.
Here we go.
Fritos, you get your turn, but I'm about to cook right now because I got a long laundry list of people that don't need to fucking renew their contract. Let's start it again. Otis, Tozawa, Tamina, who else don't I care to see? The War Raiders, Kit Wilson, shit. I mean, do we need to go on NXT too or no? Or are we talking just straight WWE? Because
that's straight WWE.
Okay, Berto and his tag team partner.
Forgot about them.
Exactly.
Wait, who's Berto?
Humberto and
the Garzas.
See, WWE just use them in AAA a lot. Truth be told, like that's the crazy thing. They do a lot of AAA wrestling.
The rest of the LWO.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
No. Because here's the thing: they're used in AAA.
True.
They're true. He's in AAA. He's got a whole fucking faction in AAA now. Omos is in AAA with the Mexicans and fighting the bitches. It's crazy
too.
I tell you, shit. But
he's got a cult following though in Japan. It's insane.
He does.
He has a cult following.
Everybody respects
everyone loves him.
Omos, except for in the United States. In the United States, we fucking hate him. We hate him.
Say how he's booked.
You do.
United States and Canada cannot stand Omos. Japan and Mexico love him.
Hold on, wait. Alpha Academy and Ivy Nile.
God, dog,
Maxine
you get rid of all.
Maxine Dupree got in by the hairs of her fucking chin, boy. I tell you, she made the list barely. Her and Natty made the list barely. That's all I can tell you. Because Natalia, I could say she could have been cut a long time ago.
Come on, man. Listen.
I wait a minute. This you asked who should be let go. You didn't say what they meant to anything. You just asked who should be let go.
Because Natalia, if they would let her be Natty Neidhart instead of Natalia and let her be the low-key legend, I really think that there's some legs to that. Like, I really like that gimmick.
It is, but she should have did that gimmick 4 years ago before Rhea and all them came up, because now the women's division is stacked on both sides. The women's division is stacked on both sides.
That shit is not stacked on SmackDown. Is Zoe Stark finna come back too, BT Dub? I wonder what she's gonna do.
She can go too. I forgot she was on contract. She can go too. That was just like fucking the green hair girl. She used to get on my nerves every time she made budget cuts.
Shotzi?
Every time Shotzi made budget cuts, it pissed me off.
Man.
Tozawa making budget cuts be pissing me off, because I'd be like, if you don't get your ooh, that's funky, Tozawa.
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
You don't go home somewhere. Like, I get it. Y'all take the contracts that, maybe $1 million or $2 million a year, and you just kick it and do what you need to do. I get it. Go home. That's it. Everybody else can stay for now.
For now,
yeah.
Is there anybody coach that you want to see? Not
no, wait. I forgot one more.
Go ahead.
Nikki fucking Bella.
That one's fair.
Because she don't sell a devil's kiss to save her fucking life, and it pisses me off. She got to go. You are doing a disservice to the kiss. We don't like you. And then she tried to do the STF on. Man, go ahead, Fritos and the coach. Go ahead. I'm done.
Wait a minute. I just want to state for the record, I probably am going to end up making this into a segment just to let Teddy Long rant about what he hates about WWE. It's a play on the old Jim Cornette segment that he did back in the 90s when he were ranting about wrestling. I'll give you 2 minutes every Sunday night just to let it all out, brother. Just let him know
do it.
What pisses you off about wrestling so bad, and we all
I hate
just
the
shut
way
up.
Becky Lynch holds her belt. I hate the way she dresses in her clothes. I can't stand it. I don't like Braun Breaker's tan. I don't like Austin Theory's tan. I can't fucking stand it. Shit pisses me off. I wish Paul Heyman would cut his fucking hair and just go bald. I'm tired of Logan Paul. He gets on my nerves. His energy drinks suck ass. I'm sick of his shit.
God damn.
Save some for next week. Save some for next week.
Oh, I got clips.
He's gonna have more next week, probably after this week.
He's gonna have a good time.
We're gonna talk about. You know what? It's almost like how ESPN got the Mad Dog segment. What are you mad about?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a list for you next week. I got you. Top
is there
5
anybody? Is there anything, Coach or Frito?
You put it in there. 5 things that'll have you go 1-on-1 with the Undertaker. That's what it'll be.
Gotcha.
There you go.
5 things that got you go 1-on-1 with the Undertaker. Okay, Fritos, Coach. Is there anybody that you don't want to see re-sign contracts with WWE?
Fritos, I'll let you go because you have some rebuttals to Teddy Long.
Bring it.
Yeah, just one. Don't you dare take Otis away from me. He is the pride and joy of wrestling. He is the Chris Farley. That is the glue that holds everyone together. He brought me back into wrestling. All right? That's how much I love that man. And he's a huge Packer fan, so it's just an even bigger plus. All right? I love him. They should have gave him the damn title back when he had the Money in the Bank briefcase, but they decided to give it to fucking Miz, which I'm still pissed to this day. Fuck you, Vince, for that. It was COVID year, all right? You could have done whatever. He could have held that title for a month. Held it for a month. Who cares? Is it going to hurt ratings? No. Who knows? All right? Everyone was, stuck at home. They were going to watch it. All right? If he brought joy and made some extra money, who cares? So fuck you, Vince, for the whole Otis thing. And also, fuck you for saying cut Otis.
Our truth is the
all right, I'm good.
But before Coach goes, I'm gonna throw this out there. Street Profits.
That's who I was gonna say, actually.
Let's go, Coach. We in this together.
Or just hold the
just Angelo.
Mainly
Angelo, I can see being gone.
Mainly Dawkins.
Mainly Dawkins.
How dare you? This you know what I mean when I say how dare you, because you know exactly what I mean and where I'm going with this shit, Virgil.
But you know,
how dare you pick them first of all? You could have said Nikki Cross first, but you picked them
because they're being held back, man.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
one is held back because his wife hurt.
What the fuck does that have to do with him?
It's how WWE works.
No, it's not, because Jimmy Uso, I still gotta watch his fucking ass on my TV every night, even though he went to fucking Netflix and chill and ruin the greatest damn promo and possibly the greatest woman of all times. Hey, so if I gotta watch Jimmy Uso, he can bring his fucking ass in to work every night. I don't give a damn. Okay,
Jimmy was fucking.
He was. He was. That's fine. All I'm trying to say is fucking Montez Ford can bring his talented ass in the fucking work and fucking work. I would have loved to see him versus Ilya Dragunov for the United States Championship. That would have rocked the house.
You don't think he would have loved to do that?
Him and Mello rocked the house.
It's the fucking Wyatt6 fault. We got to. Here's my thing, and I'm sorry to say this. I understand we have to honor Bray Wyatt still, but them holding the titles hostage the way they have, bro, is diabolical. And then for them to go lose in a clean fashion in AAA don't make fucking sense.
Wasn't necessarily clean fashion, but
it was a no holds barred, no DQ match. That was clean. There was no cheating going on.
Thank you, homie, The Undertaker. He booked it.
He did.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the only supernatural guy around here. I'm dealing with this crap.
Hold on, wait. What'd you say, Virgil?
The Undertaker books AAA, bro. You didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
One-on-one with your homie. Yep, he the one who booked it.
I can't even. You know what? He almost on the cusp with that man that wore red and yellow with me right now. I don't sure with Taker. I ain't even gonna hold you. And his podcast is butt cheeks after he didn't let my boy go.
Facts. biggest facts in WWE history.
That is
that podcast was
facts,
best
yes.
out there.
Nobody give a fuck about you and your wife having a fucking podcast. Take her little boring ass off that motherfucking shit.
It's so dry.
That's why they cut her from LFG.
God.
And that's why they cut her from LFG, because she was terrible.
Bro, I couldn't even watch LFG with her on there because Taker was always going to take up for his wife, and she was just boring and basic. Like, just like your in-ring career, boring and basic.
You're not a man for me. Hey, yeah. and that damn 3 years.
She wasn't even the best part of her team. It was Layla that was the best part.
Yeah.
He said it. But I'm merching though. I'm merching with him though. He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. One just married up.
You with me when I'm right?
One just married up. The other one didn't marry into WWE royalty.
Man, that's all it was. Because Layla was better with the mic. She was better in the ring, and she was badder.
She was bad too,
boy.
But you like them Latinas though, so that's your skilo. So
it's not my speed though. That's the crazy thing. That's not my speed. I love to listen. Because listen, between Lash, between Jada, between Bianca, if they wasn't listen, throw Jade in there too with her strong ass shit. I don't give a fuck. hey, Brad Maddox, Xavier Woods 2.0, baby. You hear me?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can't believe it.
That's out of pocket.
Okay.
I love it.
Tell me he did not just say that.
Oh god.
My bad. The 1-2 dudes in the Gothic chick with the title version 2.
Oh, okay.
Like Matt Hardy, V2.
I'm going to bring this show back on the rails, and we're going to go to the next segment, the throwback moment. All right, everybody, this throwback moment is brought to you by me to simply make you all feel old. 10 years ago, on this day on WWE Raw, episode of Monday Night Raw, a young Charlotte Flair turns on Becky Lynch. These two are having a match for the WWE Divas Championship, the butterfly belt that the aforementioned Teddy Long mentioned when he talked about the what he talked about what he talked about just a few minutes ago. Anyways, but yeah, so these two were fighting for the butterfly belt and literally fighting for their lives as they are supposed to be fighting each other for the Women's Divas Championship. And Charlotte, with her father in tow, cheats to beat Becky Lynch to retain her championship, officially turning heel. Charlotte Flair, after this, would stay heel for a record 7 years. It would be 7 years before Charlotte Flair would once again become a babyface. So Byron Saxton was on commentary. He said, "Hope you're really proud of yourself, Charlotte." Michael Cole was on commentary that night. He said, "So much for that friendship." And JBL was on commentary that night. And he said, Charlotte really is a Flair, which we all know what that means. So if you have time, go back and watch this throwback moment where Charlotte Flair officially turns heel for the first time on the main roster against Becky Lynch. These two would have battles for years and years to come, which they still probably will have more battles in their future. But once again, this has been your throwback moment of the week.
Didn't even let the bass drop.
Thank you, Virgil, for that throwback moment of the week. All right, so guys, we got to talk a little bit of AEW just because AEW is heating up. Which, by the way, guys, we've been off a little while with the All Elite Recap podcast. I talked to C. We're going to do a day switch, so instead of your All Elite Recap dropping on Thursdays, it's going to drop on Saturdays. And now, not only will it cover AEW All Elite Wrestling Dynamite, but it also will cover Collision too. So tune in Saturday nights for that. Appreciate you guys so much for that. All right. So speaking of which, AEW, MJF versus Kenny Omega. MJF came out this past Wednesday to celebrate winning back his Triple B, and he brought back also his custom AEW World Championship belt, which has I think it's like the Burberry on there or something like that, the same as his scarf. Anyways, he comes out, he reintroduces his championship, which is like Stone Cold reintroducing the Smoking Skull belt. And then of course his celebration is cut short because on the TV screen comes out a Kenny Omega who lets him know that it doesn't matter if he's the next one to challenge MJF or if he has to scratch and claw his way to the top, back to the top. He will be one of the people that will challenge MJF for that world championship. Guys, in my eyes, this is the biggest match AEW can do. When should they do this match? And what are your thoughts on MJF versus Kenny Omega for the world title? Go ahead, Fritos.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the roster right now, who else do you really want to see MJF fight for the title? You want to see
Bobby
Moxley?
Lashley.
We've already seen it. Other than Bobby. I mean, Samoa Joe, he's already out the door, essentially. I think he said he's got, 2 years left? A year left? Something along those lines that he's getting close to retire. We've already seen it with Hangman. We don't need to see Hangman again for another 2 to 3 years. So, yeah, Kenny's the next one up who will, essentially would be up to neck with MJF to, keep eyes on the brand. I say kind of do a longer storyline where you do have Kenny work his way up and do it maybe in a year or something like that, where you just build Kenny up, almost kind of like how Cody had to get built up for a year for WrestleMania 40, where he's just working his way to get back to that and get this title. That to me is the only way I could see this work out. And it also would fix the long-term storytelling that AEW's been lacking too. So I think that'd be the best way to do it.
Okay. What are your thoughts, Coachman?
I agree with what Fritos is saying about that long-term storytelling with this match. However, I do think you need to they're going to make it more than just one match. I think you have to do the match at the next big event, not Maximum Carnage that's coming up next week, but I'm thinking more when they're in Australia, Grand Slam, Australia, when they do that. I think that's where you have the first match, have MJF win like in a, MJF fashion with a heel tactic to where Kenny's not really pinned clean, but he has to work against all these odds. And then when you start building it back up and then you conclude that with either all in or all out, depending on the time frame there. But yeah, I agree with you, Fritos, that's what the storyline should be. I do think they probably need to get that first match going though. And I think
fair enough.
I think the best way to do it is do it at one of their big pay-per-views, and that's Grand Slam down in Australia.
Okay. I like that. What are your thoughts, Teddy?
I don't have none because I don't know AEW's schedule or what their pay-per-views are. So I would say the sooner the better, I guess. Yeah, I would say the sooner the better. It sounds like it'll be a good rivalry because I don't think
That's
they
right.
got. From what I've seen product-wise, I don't know how many they got. Like, because you didn't have the John Moxley experience, you didn't have the Samoa Joe experience, you didn't have the Swerve experience, you didn't have the Hangman experience. You've had the MJF experience. You've had who else has been champion? CM Punk for a hot second.
He still technically is champion.
Yeah, he is. That he is. But I mean, that would probably be your feud of the year that you can have as far as like going for the title. Because I don't see them putting Will Ospreay in that position to go for a world title yet. But I mean,
Plus he's still injured.
Oh, I didn't know he was even injured. See, I don't be knowing. I don't know because I've always my Wednesdays are crazy all the time, so I don't never be home. but nor am I paying whatever the pay-per-view price is. But yeah, I get whatever y'all say. I'm gonna go with whatever y'all say.
They're fair. That's fair. Yeah, I do think that this match is probably outside of a Bobby Lashley, which I don't understand what the hell Tony Khan is doing with Bobby
Yes, you do.
Lashley.
Yes, you do.
Now,
yes, you do. You know what he's doing.
Bobby Lashley was the one who said he did not like how Triple H booked him in WWE because he didn't book him like a big man or like a main attraction, how Vince booked him. But we turn around at AEW and Tony Khan ain't doing much better. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would almost rather see Bobby in TNA dominating, being the TNA World Champion.
Him and Moose together would be crazy.
Him and Moose together would be decent.
Oh gosh!
Although,
imagine if Big Daddy C was on hearing that.
He would have a heart attack.
He would have a heart attack right now and just flop, just go dead.
He'll be like, Teddy, you can't be saying that kind of stuff. This man over here.
You put Moose and Bobby together with Shelton and MVP and Cedric Alexander.
That's a group.
Moose's group couldn't do shit with that. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. That's a group. All right. Last topic before we go to the Fritos Fave 5. Who do you guys? We are now in Rumble season. Sami Zayn set the stage this last past SmackDown where he talked about how he wanted to be a world champion. He brought it back up again. He brought this back to the forefront. He started these promos late last year. We thought it died because he stopped giving them and he went away for a while, but apparently he's still on this kick where he wants to be world champion. Guys, we officially have entered Rumble season. The Royal Rumble is the last weekend of January in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Who do you guys want to see return at the Rumble, and who should win the Rumble, men and women? Go ahead, Fritos.
God, there's so many. I'm going to say I have a gut feeling because it's still in Saudi. They're still going to give it to Sammy somehow, some way. There's going to be some bullshit technicality thing. It's one of those gut feelings because that's how he is. He wins everything in Saudi.
Dude, I'm not waking up at 8:00 in the fucking morning to watch this shit just to turn around and watch Sami Zayn win.
Exactly.
If this happens,
nothing
I'm going
against Sammy. I just don't want to see it. This is just being forced down our throat for a push, and I'm not for it. For a return from the men's side, LA Knight. I think that would be a big pop. He's huge over in Saudi, and I would love LA to win, but I think they would give it to Braun. I have a feeling he's going to lose on Monday, and I think Braun would be the perfect one, really, essentially, to win the Royal Rumble this year. For the women,
if Braun loses, how does he lose? Does he lose because Seth Rollins comes back and curb stomps his ass?
I think so.
Monday,
he's not in the sling anymore, so I think he's healthy. He's just chilling right now.
Teddy, you shaking your head. Go ahead. Who you got?
Y'all forgot the vignette of Seth Rollins and Austin Theory a long time ago being paired together.
Oh shit, I did forget about that.
And what would be Seth Rollins' speciality in betrayal and turning on somebody? Shield wise,
always a plan B.
There's always a plan B. So honestly, I feel like it's either going to be by happenstance that Austin Theory and Logan try to get involved and they end up costing Braun the title, and then that's where you get your dissension inside of like, who do we really let go of? Because Braun and Braun are thick as thieves with Paul, but it's Logan and Austin that they were like,
yeah,
needle was always moving, but I honestly feel like it'll be Austin to get out first because of how Logan Paul talks about how he is with Paul Heyman backstage and stuff. But as far as like the men's Rumble, I would hope that LA Knight could win it. Like that's who I would really want to see win it because that's who deserves it the most. But
he wasn't in that WrestleMania commercial. You kidding me?
but
ooh, the man. Let's go.
Because the only thing I see is Roman Reigns versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seeing that they're all main roster on Raw right now because of the Netflix deal and Netflix wanting to have all the top talent, that would be that. And then you can have, I don't know what Brock Lesnar's angle is because I don't feel like Triple H is trying to put a belt on him. But the only callback I could see of Brock Lesnar getting his belt back would be somehow, some way, as if him and Drew McIntyre met up again since they didn't get to do it that one time because of COVID. And they were in the arena with no people because Drew took the strap off of Brock Lesnar during COVID. So that could be a thing. Women's
or they could set up Brock with Gunther at Rumble.
Or you can have Brock and Gunther at Mania just as a fucking match, and that'll be a fucking brawl. Just two people that like to fight and rough in the ring. Because truth be told, we gotta remember the real El Grande Americano is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
He's jacked as shit.
What is that mother? That dude is crazy. But as far as the women's side, man, my real wish would be that Naomi already had her baby and she surprised us at the Rumble and came back and won it. That would be fucking amazing.
You know damn well they ain't happening, boy.
But I forgot it's in Saudi, so with it being in Saudi and the women, here's my fucking thing about Saudi. I'm tired of them wrestling in Saudi because we don't get to see no skin, fam. And we know what the women product is with the skin, fam. I need it. I need, in the words of Jerry Lawler, I need to see the puppies. Okay. But all in all, I would say maybe Tiffany Stratton might win the Rumble. Or
see that's my Bianca. The right call is Bianca.
That's what I was about to say. If y'all would have let me finish.
Oh, well, you interrupted me when I was.
Yeah. Because you raised your hand. No. I just went to the topic on that one point. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Bianca.
The baddest, the toughest, the roughest, the quickest, the baddest. Bianca Belair. I honestly feel like she's probably gonna come back at Rumble and win the Rumble and then go after Jade at Mania.
Didn't she already win the Rumble though?
She has.
Yeah, fuck that. No,
was it COVID?
Yes, it was. And
then COVID Rumble, wasn't it?
And then she won the Mania against Sasha Banks. The first event they did.
The first black women had main event.
Yeah, main event of Mania. It was that first Mania in Tampa Bay.
It was night one. It was the first two. It was the first double Mania night, and it was night one that she won it.
It rained that whole fucking time in Tampa too. That whole night, that was crazy. That was dangerous as hell to be wrestling outside the ring. They kept everybody inside the ring.
They always had the canopy.
Yeah, but it was still raining. It was raining sideways. It was raining inside the ring.
Yeah, it was.
Okay,
you saw the death-defying stunts because it was wet.
Right. Fritos, did you finish the thought?
Yeah, I want Bianca. She's been gone for what, a year and a half with no real explanation.
No, it's her finger. So her explanation was that it was her hand and her knuckle, and they had like her knuckle was like broken. So it's more so the knuckle bone. And like her hands more so healed, but it was her knuckle that is why they kept her out longer because they found out there was more wrong with her injury than what they initially thought.
But yeah, damn. But yeah, hopefully Bianca's healthy. I want her back and her to win it. Set up Jade versus Bianca, and hopefully get this WrestleMania card corrected. We don't know the card yet, but if it's gonna hopefully 20 times better than last year's Vegas Mania card.
You can't get much better than last year's Vegas Mania card. So I'm sorry, you can't do much worse than last year's Vegas Mania card. So they'll correct it. I have a feeling they will. Coach, go ahead.
Person I'm really excited to see come back is Chad Gable, the original El Grande Americano, but he will probably not go back to that, and this will probably be a storyline that we will not hear about for quite a while. But either way, Chad Gable's coming back. I can't wait for that. Hopefully getting a little bit of a push out of this. But I'm with Fritos. In my gut, I really think they're going to give it to Sami Zayn. I think what they're going to do is they're going to give Sami kind of the Cody treatment of he's going to win the Rumble and then he's going to lose at Mania and then come all the way back and then win
it at Saudi WrestleMania.
In Saudi, yes. I feel like that is the route they are going to go because it's just predictable that way. Sami is the most over wrestler in Saudi, so and with all the money that they're paying for it, they want to get they want the people. They don't care about storylines. They just want to see who they like to win. They don't care about anything else, and that's what I think is going to happen. As for the women's side, I would love to see Bianca come back. Like you guys said, I'm not sold on it yet, just for how long her recovery is taking. And same thing that Teddy said, if Naomi had her baby sooner, that would have been nice. But
Coach, can I read your mind for 2 seconds and tell you who you're getting ready to say is going to win the Women's Royal Rumble?
Do it.
Liv Morgan.
It's not who I was thinking.
Fudge.
Not who I was thinking.
I thought he was 2 for 2. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have cut you off.
Not who I was thinking, but that is a good choice. I was actually more leaning towards Alexa Bliss.
Hey, I would not hate that at all. Go ahead. Tell me why.
And I think it's going to be because it's going to be as she turns heel against Charlotte. And we're going to get Little Miss Bliss back and have her heel persona, and it's going to be magnificent.
I don't know that the fans are gonna buy into or like Charlotte without Alexa though. That's my only problem with that.
What about Raquel winning it?
I wouldn't mind that
Raquel.
either.
Yeah,
I would not mind that either. She was supposed to be. Real quick, let me get this out. Raquel Rodriguez is supposed to be what Rhea Ripley became. If y'all look back at the NXT days, it wasn't Rhea Ripley that the fans was going crazy over. It was Raquel Rodriguez.
Raquel got called up first, didn't she?
Yeah.
It was because she had that disease with the sweat and the mat is what fucked it up for her.
Yep. And then Edge decided to do the Judgment Day thing, and Rhea Ripley bought in 100%. If y'all look at Rhea Ripley from 10 years ago versus Rhea Ripley today, she don't even look like the same person anymore. Like, it's insane the changes. I
can only imagine what they were going to do with her had they not put her in the Judgment Day, because that would have been scary times if they would have never put. If Rhea would have never, think about this, if Rhea would have never been in the Judgment Day, would she still be in WWE? Or would she got like Baszler?
I think it'd be almost the flip.
Man,
I think it would be a legit flip of like what happened to Raquel. I think it would have been a slower build up for Rhea than what instead of that fast track that she got with the Judgment Day. I think it would have been a slower build, just like how it is right now for Raquel.
It took Raquel more time on the main roster to find herself than what it's taking Rhea. And again, it's because Rhea sold completely into that big mom, the mommy gimmick, and her and Dom were amazing together. It worked. Chemistry wise, it worked. And then of course becoming the Terror Twins with Damian Priest. I mean, it just all of it worked. Still don't want to see her hold the world title for another year. She can go a whole another year without holding another world title, and I'd be perfectly fine. You do too much with her, you're gonna turn into another Charlotte Flair where nobody going to see her. But having her a meaningful feud,
give me a mid-card title run.
Absolutely. If she want to go after the Women's United States Championship, I'll take it. 110%.
Or the Intercontinental title and take it off of Becky when Becky take it back.
I wouldn't hate that either. I wouldn't hate either one of those. But do not give her any type of world championship run for another year. She needs another year without a championship. And then move her over to SmackDown and then make her climb and claw her way back up to the WWE Championship on SmackDown. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, y'all, I just want to get you guys' thoughts on that. Coachman, I cut you off. Did you want to finish your part?
No, you're good. I said what I needed to say.
All right. Well, guys, it is now time for our favorite segment. I've been holding it down, but we got the original. We got the main event.
I'm not going to lie. Since I came here as the last-minute surprise, I don't have a list prepared. So I wanted to see how you've been covering my segment before I take over next week. I want to be in your chair how I get graded. So let's see Virgil's Fave 5 list.
Ooh. How the turntables.
Hold on. Got to get this together.
He wasn't ready.
I was not ready at all for this.
We weren't both ready.
When I fuck it, no Fritos Fave 5. We appreciate you guys for tuning in and for watching another episode of the We Book It podcast from Teddy Long, Fritos coach. I am your host, Virgil. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And next week we will have a Fritos Fave 5 for you. We promise. We'll be back. Until then, keep those booking pencils sharp and keep on booking.